Don't blame it on me. You did that to yourself. Don't blame it on me.
I gotta wait for the group.
Nah, don't blame it on me.
Alright, man, we are back, man. Hot new single, man, weak shit. These are all the tracks that have been rocking on Atlanta radio station. Since I met Kings out, he been working. You know what I mean? He stayed working, and I'm really happy for the success that has come. Like he hit me up one day, he like, look, P, man, shit, I left the radio station, like this shit really been going up. And you know, part of it is just being able to be seen. I noticed a lot of people use Atlanta radio station as a springboard in a sense.
Yeah.
I don't want Atlanta radio station to be looked at as a springboard situation, but I want us to be looked at as the breakers. Like we break shit. Like we set the trend and then the world follows.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like motherfuckers don't take a chance on researching these artists until they come to Atlanta radio station.
Yeah.
And then other motherfuckers be like, oh, okay. So it's still like we set the trend, we set the blueprint, and then other motherfuckers come on in. Because what I'm telling Zaazi is a lot of the artists, and maybe this might be, I need to highlight off the porch, because everybody that came to Atlanta radio station, at least 60-70% of them, they went to Off the Porch. You know what I'm saying? You know, that's a big platform. I think it's here in Georgia. And they do really well. You know, he does phenomenal numbers. And I ain't no hater, you know what I mean? I'm congratulated. So to be able to watch the patterns of how these artists are moving, and it's leading to increased viewership, more streams, more downloads, more awareness. That's what the fuck it's about. You know what I'm saying? So y'all done heard weak shit. We did Boss Share, and we kicked it off with Game Call. You know what I'm saying? So he talked to you guys about the EP, the name of the EP, and now we got two new singles that he sent me. You want to give him the name of these two fresh singles, fresh off the goddamn skillet?
One is You Ain't For Me. That's a solo that I did. And it was just a freestyle type of track, but it's also going on the Maximus EP. And the other one is Make It Make Sense with Hondo the God, one of my homies from back my way.
Okay. Okay, so before we get into either one of these tracks, tell us a little bit about the tracks, what inspired them, and you know, what was the message, if there's any behind those songs? You Ain't For Me is basically, just to simplify it, is the sequel to Weak Shit. Okay. You know, shit, y'all still don't get it. You ain't for me. You on that other shit. You ain't for me. You know, like you doing all that extra, you know, hating on people, and it just ain't for me. I peep game. I analyze. I sit back and I would sit there and analyze the whole room and situation. And see what the hell going on. Exactly what I need to do and where I need to be. Right. And that goes for male and female. Yeah. Anybody. Yeah, anybody. Okay. That's just me. You know what I'm saying? I feel vibes. I see, you know, patterns in people, or the way they choose to, you know, speak, or the way they mind think, the choices they make, the stuff they say. You know, that stuff is important because it'll tell you more than staying 4-5 years with a nigga. That's true. That's true. When somebody show you who they are, believe it. Yeah, you know just pay attention to patterns of silly shit. You know, because whenever you think about it, if a person, you know, is an opportunist, you see a good choice to make, and you choose to make the other one, then that tells me a lot. Right. You was conscious to make the right one, but you did the other one. That's true. I can't fuck with That's true. And hold yourself accountable. Right. I mean, because, you know, and one thing I've always said is that people are only loyal to opportunity and money. Yeah. And I've also said that there's a thin line between being loyal and stupid. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, exactly. And I think those two statements, if a person understands, that's some good cooking. Yeah. In my Kwame Brown voice. You know what I'm saying? That's some good mama's cooking. You know what I mean? Because, you know, as opportunity changes, people will change. Yeah, words ain't nothing but, you know, encouragement or enslavement. You know, pick your struggle. Right. On you. Right. But they really ain't shit. Right. That's real. It's the but we get it. Yeah. You know what I mean? But we give the words, that's true. And that's why I say, like, with the whole nigga, like, words on affect me. Like, my mama told me when I was young, sticks and stones may break your bones, but names will never hurt you. So if names don't hurt me, then words definitely can't hurt me. You know what I mean?
Exactly what it is. Another form of communication.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The animals sit there and yell and growl at each other for hours and shit.
That's
you know what I'm saying? So they understand this shit and walk off. Humans, we put sensitivity to shit that we say. We separate each other and categorize each other and all this from words.
Right.
Like, really?
Yeah.
This is communication. Well, shut up if you don't want to hear this shit.
Right. Or leave.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I mean? That's true. That's true. Well, which one you want to give it to him first? You want to make it make sense featuring Hondo? Or you want
yeah, you can drop that.
Okay.
Shout out to my brother Hondo.
This will be, I guess, self-explanatory, make it make sense.
Yeah. You know, people say a lot of shit, or they try to, for instance, when they see you going up or they see you doing better, the only way they know after they lost to bring you down is to make stories and rumors and, you know, try to, you know, deteriorate people's character, you know, to make people don't fuck with the winner, fuck with us.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But then whenever you start, you know, kind of counteracting those statements with success, like, if I'm this, well, why is this?
Right.
If I'm that, then why is that? And if I'm this, well, what the fuck is going on? Make it make sense.
Right. I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Okay. Right.
Yeah.
Right. I got to, like, you can see the bullshit. Anyone to make a Charles can see
the
picture that make no sense. You know what I mean? 2 plus 2 been 4 for years. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Okay, all right. So that's what we're finna get into, man. This we getting here first. We're in birth for these tracks, exclusive tracks, from the big homie King Zaazi. Hey, so let's make sense right now. Atlanta Radio Station with your boy P.Weezy.
You gotta make sense to me, man. I don't be just like you just leaving it, you know, like a nigga tell me straight up. That's just me though, you know what I'm saying? My nigga Hondo got my foot up in the dash and I'm doing about $150. I'm Texas, no cap, everybody got strapped, so that mean don't fuck with me. I keep it tough with me. For the police and white boys, the weirdos be talking a lot of white noise. Killers that keep on with your medic collar, you sensitive baggers getting baptized in your break dog. Ain't white, let Larry Fisher shoulders. All on these niggas' neck like a choker. Ain't a nigga trying to get some sex, y'all hope. Never tolerated disrespect with the smoke. You such a nigga like Stevie Wonder for the first time. Lift it up to Tupac, that's the real vibe. Not supposed to whip the bag trying to save lives. That's the niggas that was past me with great time. I got out the hood and ain't nobody got excited. I'm a leader, I can't get caught up on my feelings. I know they gon' love me in silence. They playing both sides of the fence. They said I fell off, ain't no pop for my peers. Ain't nothing but boppers just talking that shit. If you a street nigga, what the fuck is this? Make it make sense. We on top, little niggas. Got the guap, little niggas. I be E with the flame, make it hot, little niggas. Got a foreign in the foreign, put it out, little nigga. Make sense. 24 hours, little niggas. Big bags on the floor, I need a dollar, little nigga. All these blue faces can't fit in my body, little nigga. My bitch bad, yours, I'm Molly, little nigga. Make sense. We ain't talking money wise, we talking little bit. You ain't talking about shit, get the walking. Ain't chasing no pussy, that bag I be stalking. Big grip on you, little bit, this bitches I'm out. Big grip on you, little bit, this niggas I'm out. Big dick on my hip, I ain't taking no loss. Lay up on me, you go lay in the coffin. You niggas look sick like you feel a little nauseous, yeah. If the old niggas that love when you down and they hate when you up, yeah. And these bitches won't come through and fuck, but they see that I'm up, yeah. I got my mind on my motherfucking millions. I give a fuck about you and your feelings. Y'all just some crap in the bucket that's reaching for me cause I'm up. I got out the hood and ain't nobody got excited. I'm a leader, I can't get caught up on my feelings. I know they gon' love me in silence. They playing both sides of the fence. They said I fell off, ain't no pop with my peers. Ain't nothing but boppers just talking that shit. If you a street nigga, what the fuck is this? Make it make sense. We on top, little niggas. Got the guap, little niggas. I'm Big E with the flame, make it hot, little niggas. Got a foreign in the foreign, put it out, little nigga. Make sense. 24 hours, little niggas. Big bags on the floor, I need a dollar, little nigga. All these blue faces can't fit in my body, little nigga. My bitch bag, it was on Molly, little nigga.
Yeah. Hey, big game, right? You know, I like to listen. You know what I mean? I'm a lyrical guy. I want to hear what's going on. I want to hear what the song is saying. Like the track, you know, the track like now, back in the days, you know, the beat, we used to listen to the beat, but back then I think lyrics were really
More
important.
important.
You know what I'm saying?
The words.
Yeah, but I think as time went on, you know, the kids wanted to dance, so the beat got the motherfuckers on the dance floor.
Yeah.
Now, with the track, I'm gonna talk about the track first. The track that it put me almost in the mind is the what's that sound that y'all used to have? The down with the dude up with the cup. Yeah, yeah, I can hear I can hear some of it in there, but not that much. But it put me in the mind of that time.
Yeah.
Now, lyrically, you gave them niggas a whole bag full of metaphors. I like how you flipped that whole song. You know what I mean? But and I'm not encouraging you to put the cup in your hand, but if you put the cup in your hand, you definitely have a clear understanding of what the man said.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I like that. I like that track. How long did it take you to come up? You know, to me, that's like a metaphoric story.
Man, I just, like I said, I went in there and punched in and freestyled.
About 47 minutes.
Okay. But since she gave us some news you can use, she said about 47
it's like for me, it's like, I don't know, man. At some point, I channel like when I'm rapping. So when I channel, I go into other places with it, and then I go from a place of suppression, like you know, shit I'm suppressing that I don't want to say because I know I get out of hand, I'm hiding it. You know what I'm saying? I got a bad attitude and a bad reputation that I'm trying to, you know, change myself as a man on. So I wait and I suppress some of that shit, and then when I get in the booth, it's all
really
for me.
So easy.
Yeah, it's all for me.
That's
like nothing can't stop me. Nobody can't tell me what I can say, what's gonna hurt your feelings. I don't give a fuck. I'm in front of this mic.
Do you do a lot of writing or just do a lot of remembering?
I started writing a lot, but lately, the last 3 years, I haven't wrote any.
Oh, really? Damn.
I just go punch in, freestyle.
Not even off your phone? Oh, okay. Now let me ask you this. Is the same producer that made this song, and I may be wrong, did he make Gang Call or Boss Yeah?
No. This was a different one. This cat was a friend of mine that introduced me to me. And I went through his catalog and I found it and I bought it off his website.
Oh, really? And where is he actually from?
I want to say around this area. He's from the South. I just don't know exactly where from. I know he's from the South.
Oh, that's dope. I mean, because the track, it was definitely a different track, but in my opinion, it felt a Texas artist.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like and then I didn't hear like it's definitely I wouldn't have thought he would been from Georgia. I could see the South, but I definitely wouldn't.
Well, you know, with these producers, they collab. So, you know, it's different producers might put a placement track or, you know, something added to them, and they get together, you know what I'm saying, put a track together. So you hear different sounds now. And then, I mean, just a lot of these producers are elevating more than the ones before. They not one dimensional.
Right.
They ready to go wherever.
That's true. I like how you put that. They ready to go ever. So with these tracks that we're getting here, these are just new tracks that won't be on the actual EP. These are just
no, that's gonna be on the EP. Everything that's on is on the EP.
Okay, so is this particular producer, is that just one song that he got on there?
Yeah, just one.
Okay, I think that song was gonna do pretty well. I mean, the track was definitely something to reckon with. You know what I mean?
The minute I heard it, I was excited. I was on.
Hundo was on the first verse?
He was on the second. The first was me.
Oh, so he's on the second verse. Yeah. Okay. And I think y'all went really well together. I thought the song was cohesive.
Yeah, we've been rapping for years. He had to go sit and do a bid and shit. And he just came on, so you know, just like a real nigga, I gotta play.
Gotta back up in there.
Yeah.
Oh, that's dope. That's dope.
Yeah.
Give them a look. Giving them a nice visual because I'm sure when the video drops, you're
definitely
excited about that.
He already wild up. you know them prisoners, they get big and they ready.
Yeah, how long he had to sit down?
Oh, 5 years.
Okay, a lot of changes in 5.
Yeah, he's a different person. That's the best thing about him. Me and him been friends since 2nd grade.
Oh, that's dope.
And you know, he's been down with me ever since we got back and collided in the music.
Okay.
You know, he 100 with me all the way.
Yeah, so he has a lot of music. And was this something he had already wrote down? Did he redo the song?
Yeah, he got older stuff, but you know, not nothing put out like talking about, you know what I'm saying?
So he went in with this track. This was something that he knew he wrote. Okay, give him a little new vibe.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
I told me I had to jump on these Johnson's way.
That's true. That's
He was like, I gotta catch man that new shit. I don't know, but he got it.
And it's shit because 5 years changes a lot of music.
Yeah,
Changes a whole lot. The sound has definitely changed. You know, the verbiage has changed.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, the content, everything.
Right. Okay. My last but certainly not least, You Ain't For Me. We talked about the purpose of the song. But let me go back to Make Sense. Was there anybody like in the song that was any of these reference statements?
In general,
yeah,
I got so many. It's crazy. There's so much should be, trailing behind my name and shit. You know what I'm saying? So I don't try to line them up. I just hit that one dog, let them holler.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Whoever holler, we gonna get to it.
Right. And and it's still just music, but the hit dog will be the first to holler.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because niggas be in their feelings and niggas I ain't feeling you. You know what I mean? How you gonna be in your feelings about something that I ain't even feeling you? You know what I mean? So yeah, hit dog will holler. But I definitely like the track.
And then I know a lot of people that feel that way, so like make it make sense, man. You go out there and talk about people or be that negative spirit, then have some logic to your hate. Don't just be out there dry as.
So they said no pot to even throw the piss out of her. Just straight dicking out the window.
Real.
Yeah, that's what's happening. So all right, so we're gonna break this last track, You Ain't For Me. Once again, King Zaazi. He been here for us since Thursday. You said you're gonna be making shoot back out here win because I got the next time I gotta be able to get you on one of these platforms to see how you got down rock the mic.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah,
we do that. I'm be probably I'm waiting on this radio confirmed up in Chicago. Shout out to 77.3. I might be going that ways, but once I get that confirmation, as far as the music, and then I'm gonna let you know because I'm coming back this way. I gotta work this October. I'm gonna be working down here every weekend because I'm finishing up the EP with producer Wonder. Shout out to Wonder.
Okay.
That one I was telling you about. So I'm gonna be working with a lot of Atlanta artists out here and a lot of people, and I'm gonna be down here a lot.
That's good money. You know what I mean? I was watching a video that Wale had put on his page. And Wale's from DC. I'm not gonna say I was the biggest Wale fan, but I do support his grind and some of the songs that he's made.
Yeah.
But a lot of the fans were asking him why they didn't really hear a lot of music from him. And
he cold as fuck.
And what he blatantly put it out there. He was saying that there's levels to this shit, and as people elevate their levels, if you're not on their level, they tend to not want to deal with you, and it's not a bad thing. They want to deal with their peers. You feel me?
Yeah, I get it.
And with Wale and he's made some great songs. He talked about making a song with Kanye that was never released. He did a song with they said Dave West, never released.
Davies.
Davies. I gave the nigga the other side. But he went into the politics of the major label on how certain people don't want to clear it and all the little bullshit politics. So he actually said he takes more pride working now with the indie artists and want to be able to develop talent. You know what I mean? So he's looking to network with artists. So y'all definitely reach out to Wale because he has a catalog. You know what I mean? But he's been quiet. He just put out a project that he's gonna drop. But he gave me some news. You know what I mean? So as an independent artist, think about artists that who've had a certain level of success, and for whatever reason, they're not getting the look that they're supposed to get. You know what I mean?
I like Wale, man. His lyrical content is cold as fuck. I work with him.
Yeah. So y'all keep your ears out. Like I said, I wasn't a Wale fan. I definitely enjoyed the interview that he did because it makes sense. And one thing about success, it can never be taken from you. You know what I mean? He's been successful. He's still getting money. It's just he's independent now. You know what I mean? So once you're independent, it's like the majors don't really respect. They really don't respect you no more. They want to see you do it without them. So a lot of times you got to prove yourself. You know what I mean?
I know. That's what I'm trying to, prove to them right now.
Right. But you're doing it as an indie. See, it's different when you've been signed to a major and have to go to an indie. And that's one reason why I can salute Boosie because Boosie has endeavored not having no major label. All the time, I think he might have been signed to a major label like one time before. You know what I'm saying? But after then, he's really been having to holding it on his own, and look how he's able to financially benefit from it. You know what I'm saying? So big shout out to Boosie. But we're gonna break this track. You Ain't For Me once again.
I'm actually, I just had a call from Boosie people because I had inquired on the verse. So just know we working on something.
And I promise you, and it is gonna be playing around the radio station because Just Be.
He gave me the price. I'm gonna go get there and watch them with the song that I got for it is man.
I'm gonna go crazy.
Nice.
Yeah. And I do notice that Boosie works with a lot of independents, whether it was Mo3. He just did a song with Just Be. He got a song with one of the artists. I can't think of the name, but he was at the award show. And they shooting a video for it. So Boosie steady in rotation with indie artists that's from everywhere. So why would King Zaazi?
He know where it's at.
Right.
See, that's that he keep fucking with the people that's down here. That's man, that love and that's goes a long way. That's going a real long way.
That's their
They gonna always be whenever those people say Council Boosie, shit, no the fuck we ain't.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
They can't because he's still attached to the streets.
Yeah. And then we paying y'all.
Exactly.
So we say we ain't canceling Boosie, he ain't canceling.
It's over with. We cancel y'all.
Yeah, we cancel
what
y'all.
they tried to do to him, he still, you know what I mean? Even with them taking his Instagram.
He's sorry.
Yeah.
And the time you realize that they come for your neck.
They do. And I'm gonna tell everybody this. And I had to learn this the hard way. Whatever platforms you're on, start you a backup page.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck. Facebook, Instagram, because these folks, we've become too attached to these social platforms that we do not. I repeat, we do not own.
Yeah.
So at any moment, they could snatch your shit. I just seen them snatch a young lady, Kay the Goddess. She came here. She's from Brooklyn. She had the Jackie Challenge song that went crazy. The Jackie Robinson Challenge. That shit went viral.
Yeah.
She got up to almost 1 million followers, and they was able to hack into her page.
Yeah.
But they got it back.
Damn.
Bread. They had to pay to get into. They had to pay.
Damn.
Like niggas is hackers. Like right now, we living in a time where people are hacking the hell out of people's page. They say you need to change your password like once a month and shit.
Yeah.
But when you got like 8, 9 different platforms, shit, nigga be forgetting.
All of it.
I know. But definitely make a backup for all of your social media platforms just in case you get hacked or these folks decide that they want to take the platform from underneath you. But my suggestion would be also is to get your own website. You know what I mean? You get your own website, you can control your content.
Get you a trustworthy team.
Yeah. All right, well, we're going to go ahead and let you introduce this final track that's off the EP entitled
Master Moonsa.
I'm going to need you to text that to me because I'm definitely do some research when I get to the house. You know what I mean? Some good reading.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? All right, man, so we're going to get to y'all first, man, right on the line radio station. You Ain't For Me, live with King Zaazi.
You hate on the people you hang with. You ain't for me. Spend most of your time on some lame shit. You ain't for me. Don't trust your toes up and people give you for a long time. Got some grown women up in me and body got no line. You ain't for me. You ain't for me. You ain't for me. I'm gonna get in my bag, get in my feelings, little bitch, I'm built like that. You want to take down some get up.
Russian.
You ain't for me. You ain't for me.
Hey,
I'm gonna get in my bag, get in my feelings, little bitch, I'm built like that. You want to take down some got too big. Gotta watch these niggas. Gotta watch these hoes. I get hit with my pistol in my head. And I fuck in my clothes. You stack stuck on the old days. Gotta elevate from your old ways. If you cross like a sidewalk, we ain't doing side talk. I'ma just tell you, look both ways. I know your type, you shit talk. Straight 5 killer, make a head bottom like tape. Pull up on your block, man, nigga now. And when the dog get announced, we gon' get some shit straight. Streets ain't nothing but a restaurant. I don't die there, put my food in to go place. If I hit you in my space, don't get replaced. Talking all that weak shit. You ain't for me. You hate on the people you hang with. You already with me. I spend most of your time on some lying shit. You wait for me. I don't trust these hoes. I've been peeping game for a long time. Y'all some wrong women up in me, body I know now. You wait for me. You wait for me. You wait for me. I'm gonna get in my bag, I get in my feelings, little bitch, I'm built like that. You want to say they down, talk about you like a dog, but they swear to God they got you, bitch. You wait for me. You wait for me. You wait for me. I'm gonna get in my bag, I get in my feelings, little bitch, I'm built like this. You want to say they down, talk about you like a dog, but they swear to God they got you, bitch. You straight shot miss, you an instigator, boy, you a ho-ho. You kind of deal like you win it this bad, man, down with the soul code. The bitch can say she ain't living right. I heard that's the type that you niggas like. I was broke third, you with bad taste too, but I'm way too hot, you had to get it right. Step on these roaches, they parasites. Wait, never mind, there be some red bodies. I know you gon' fuck when the feds poppin'. I'm on the road, I'm a bed rockin'. That turn with a burner, this gangsta out of my soul. I live by the code, I'ma die by the code. Just pray for me. You hate on the people you hang with. Wait for me. Spend most of your time on some lying shit. Wait for me. I don't trust these hoes. I've been peeping game for a long time. Y'all some grown women up in me, body I know now. You wait for me. You wait for me. You wait for me. I'm gonna get in my bag, I get in my feelings, little bitch, I'm built like that. You want to say it down, talk about you like a dog. Oh, my head.
Yeah, man, you ain't for me. And then one thing I can say, like with the tracks, the tracks are hard. You know what I mean? Like they're aggressive.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Is that something that you purposely look for in the music?
I think that's my style.
Okay. Okay.
So, and then slow tempo kind of, cause like in Texas, DJ Screw is like the biggest influence in Texas. So, and then plus our music, that's just how we like it slow. So them tempos, you get a chance to play in it. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So that aggression and slow tempo, I can say that is influenced too by Assholes by Nature, by Trey Zero. That type of vibe, you know what I'm saying? That's what all I used to listen to all day.
So do they still do chop and screw music?
Yeah, that's the culture, baby.
Okay.
When you come down, we're glad to bring you to the screw shop.
Yeah, I mean, because look, I used to actually
look. This matter of fact, let me tell you how. Let me give you an example of how that was. that was kind of an insult. You know what I'm saying? But it wasn't. I'm just joking with you. But I was up in New York, and I had this young cat with me, and we was doing a show on his private yacht. The young cat, he like 21, his name Lil Trey. Okay. Shout out to Trey T Money. But I'm with the Wu-Tang cats, a couple of Wu-Tang affiliates and shit. And one of the cats was talking to me about my music. He was like, yo, we can do a track now, or whatever. And I was like, damn, bro, on the Wu-Tang affiliates, talking about Wu-Tang. And he was like, he know what I'm talking about. Then the other cats was like, yeah, Wu-Tang is dope and everything. They was like, you don't know Wu-Tang? He's like, oh yeah, I've been to Wu-Tang, but I ain't know. No, I ain't been to Wu-Tang. I've been to Jersey. Bro, look. I look at this nigga. I look at them. I swear to God, it's like that whole boat just stopped. I said, this nigga about to get up, thrown out this goddamn boat. You know what I'm saying? But I say, bro. I say Wu-Tang is a group of legendary group, and they was like, I say, man, hey, he young, bro. Young. Oh, okay, he young. Oh, really? And then they started, because they were looking like, motherfucker, what the fuck you mean? Right. You know what I'm saying? So like, it's crazy. So, when you said that was like in a joking manner. That's what I got. Like, they still do screw, like, the record stop.
Right. And you know what's crazy? But that's a great analogy. Because screw was always, there was a certain time, but I always knew Texas for certain trends.
Yeah.
It was certain trends that, me coming from Chicago, always just gave that to Texas.
Yeah.
And one of them was the cup.
Yeah.
Now between the gold, I would get it between Florida and Texas. I don't know which one, but you know they skip gold. Yeah. But I know Florida had did it as well. You know what I mean?
That was more of a black people thing. They don't even realize that the pimps, you know, back in the 50s and stuff, you said that one go. That's black people stuff. It's just, you know, whoever quick with the trend, they try to.
But now the screw music.
But that's Texas.
That is.
That's Texas.
And I remember
and the cup, the lean. When everybody talking about they double cups and all that, that's Texas.
Right.
And the single soul can argue with us with that.
Right,
that's our trend. That's what we do. And
it was popular here because they used to just ask me back when the CDs was really popular and I owned the store. They would specifically come in and ask for.
We still got great tapes, cassette tapes. That Screw Shop.
Right.
Yeah, they still got they legendary.
Now,
it's like having a bear what's that big Babe Ruth. Babe Ruth. Yeah. That's like having a Babe Ruth baseball.
Yeah, that's true. That's
a screw tape.
Right. So do they still have them on? Are they on platforms now as well?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, that's what's happening. You know, because as time change, you know, a lot of times they try to, but they can't. That's part of history.
Man, as soon as you touch in Texas and you hear the radio, you go hear the radio change and the sound around it. It's gonna either be, you know, the young cats that's turned up, like the Dallas cats and stuff, or the Houston cats that's rapping, and you go hear that screw.
Okay.
Hear that screw.
And right now, Dallas, I mean, with the state of Texas, you know, the light is on them. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, it's a lot of artists that's coming out of Texas, you know, and it's good to see a lot of independent artists. Yeah. You know what I mean? So
shout out to Young L. Shout out to Southport Trap.
Yeah.
You know, all those guys. Shout out to my boy. Goddamn me. Oh my God. I'm tongue tied right now. Shout out to all my Houston people, man.
Yeah, right now I believe, and I may catch you.
Iron Mike, my boy out here. I just left from house, my big brother. Shout out to Iron Mike from SUC.
Oh yeah, you can't forget it, man. Name Iron Mike.
Sure, you probably know Boss too.
Yeah.
Yeah, my people.
Boss?
Yeah.
That's who hooked me up with.
Okay.
That's my brother. Shout out Boss.
Boss the female.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, the one you.
Oh yeah. I know. Yeah. Okay, that's what's up. Yeah. Shout out my brother Boss too.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think, you know, I might catch a little flack for saying this, but I think right now, Texas and Florida has more artists popping than Georgia. I mean, you know what I mean? We ain't talking mainstream.
Yeah.
We talking independent.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's a lot of artists that's making noise in Texas. Yeah. You can just Google Texas artists. In Florida, there's a lot of young guys that's coming on up. So it's just proud to see that the ball is still standing in the South. Yeah. You know what I mean? No matter.
I was gonna stay there.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
No disrespect to my upstate people, my New York people, but you know, it's just we done built a big platform down here, man. This motherfucker.
And a great culture.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
We still the same people. There's no segregation behind that. It's just the platform is way bigger out
here. Right. Now I've noticed that that the drill music has really taken off everywhere now. Yeah. You know what I mean? And I was kind of surprised to see that, you know, seeing that Chicago was one of the people that, you know, in my opinion, started the drill sound. Yeah. You know, a lot of people in the South kind of want to contribute to Waka Flocka, but he used a lot of 808s. Yeah. But the drill music was a different sound and purpose behind it. But now I'm hearing that shit, and all of these niggas like that shit done really became a culture. Like I listen to some of these niggas' lyrics.
It's a wave. It's another wave. You know, they had all kind of waves. They had the Pac wave, the Biggie wave, the Jay-Z, the Lil Wayne wave.
That's true.
Then all that wave. Then you had Young Thug and Future change the game again to another wave, and T-Pain with the auto-tune. So it's evolving. Like you gotta just like they say, man, keep up with it.
Right, change the times to get left behind.
And all you can do, you can fuss about it. I wanted to stay like this, man. Hey, money ain't gonna stay still.
Right, it ain't gonna stay the same. Hey, change the money every now and then. You know what I mean?
The big dollars or you want the more dollars.
Right.
They still giving them the more 20s already.
Right. Now, you know what I can say is that it appears, you know, when I listen to a lot of artists, you know, to just talk about, you know, how things have changed. I don't think all the artists have the right formula as independents. I think a lot of the artists, they like throw shit on the wall and see what's going to stick.
Yeah.
But I'm noticing, you know, with your strategy,
Yeah.
you already know how you want to implement your brand to the people.
Yeah.
You know how you want to get the brand to the people. You know what I mean? Because the product is still the music, but you still got to find the customers. You know what I mean? And it's how you go about finding the customers. I see you do a lot of good network.
Long-term customers.
Right. And you know, for a lot of people that may not know, you just started, I think the last time we talked, you said that you recently started really taking it serious.
I reinvented myself.
Right.
I had to start over because of some other shit going on. So
but now you look back on it.
Not even thinking about that, just the for me, jumping back in the game again, I had to, like I say, keep up with the times. I couldn't come in as the old style. I mean, I can do anything, but it's being more consistent and more aggressive with this style to keep up with them.
Right.
And my aggression from then to this.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. So is this actually the first EP that we're gonna get from you, the new one from
Zaazi. I'm the Zaazi. This will be the introduction of them.
Okay, and I think you've done a good job at introducing them because I'm looking at your numbers, I'm looking at your Instagram. I did see how you've been posting out of the snippets to the visuals. So I see the numbers going up. I'm like, damn, this nigga almost 30, 40K. Quick, you know what I mean? So I mean to see the progression from your first time being here up until now, and seeing the videos that's dropping and the features, and you know, networking with the different radio stations. I know that it's working for you. You know what I mean?
Shit, cause I'm gonna give them the secret I got right now. You know, it ain't about being popular and everything. It's just right now the best way to explain me is, man, my hustle is I'm Corona. I'm going everywhere. I'm going everywhere. Like even when I ain't got nothing to do, guess what I'm doing? I'm hitting radio stations up. I'm hitting people up. I'm distributing them. I don't stop. It's just I don't want to think of myself lacking or slacking on anything. I want to be so covered with work that I don't have time to think about what I'm not doing or what's you know what I'm saying? What errors I made. If that didn't work, if that project didn't work, if that project did work.
Right, you still moving. You're moving so fast, but you ain't even got time to look at the results to see what that's done.
Once all these on that map connect and I can see the lights, then I'm gonna sit back and say, let's see what we doing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna just go everywhere. I'm going to every place they said hi about. Oh, what's man? Oh yeah, how much? Shit, I'm gonna pay. I'm gonna pay my way. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna pay my dues.
Have you did a promo run in the streets, like with flyers and posters? Because that's one thing.
I'm orchestrating it to you right now.
Okay.
I had another meeting with CTR, CTR Media Music Group. It's a big company and they really good. So they finna get behind me and basically be the cleanup crew. I go be a tornado.
That's real.
You know what I'm saying?
Because even though, you know, we do have the internet and a lot of people, you know, solely go to the internet. I think like we was at the Club Miami Lounge last night for T's birthday, and that shit was so lit. Just to have the posters around the kids because it's still visual. You know what I mean? So I got a couple companies that still hit the streets. They tag trees, light poles. They put your posters in front of the goddamn Georgia Dome, in front of the goddamn Atlanta Falcons Stadium. You know what I mean? Because people just want to see that visibility. And once they see it, then they will try to find it. It's real to them. You know what I mean? So I think that'll be one of the things that has continued to solidify is that facial recognition now. You know what I mean? If you got any promo, like I'll be at the liquor stores, the barber shops, the beauty salons.
I'll be having them little thoughts to do it. Like shout out to D Young, the comedian up in New York. We were supposed to get to he in Baltimore. Go look his page. It'll be funny as shit, man.
D Young.
You might have even seen some of his videos. He's like one of them cats that you like randomly run across. And then if you go on his page, he's hot as fuck, man. He's done a live and stuff. But we supposed to be doing a promo together for week shit, but we had got caught up. You know, I got caught up with the Corona shit and all that shit. It's still in the making. It's just, you know, put this out, but like it just goes to say what you about the promo. Like, I'm gonna be having little side skits and stuff. I plan on, you know, getting with the guy Dez Banks, that's his name, the comedian.
Right.
Like I'm doing those kind of strategy moves.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like that I'm buying platforms.
Right.
I'm running, I'm going hustle, come back with money and buy me some platforms and flip that shit.
Right.
Just like I did with bricks.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's the same format.
Same
so
concept. Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go buy me some platforms, some brands. That's all I'm doing. I don't be thinking about who it is. Oh, you hot? You just up, man. What's up? Let's break it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I'm tired of taking it on right.
That's true. That's true.
That's true.
Take the short one.
Yeah.
But
let's get there.
Well, out of these tracks, let me think. I'm gonna bring back "Make Sense" featuring Hondo. But y'all only out here, Boss Share, Weak Shit, and Gang Call on Atlanta radio station. Man, it's still in rotation. Matter of fact, I just came back. This is my first interview since I caught COVID.
Yeah.
This is my first interview. You know what I'm saying? It gave me a chance to sit down. A lot of people think, when you go through COVID and you catch it, like you just home chilling.
Yeah.
Hell no, that shit is awful. That shit is the worst. Like I couldn't do anything.
It don't stop. You don't know when it's finished. Then it's really the mind frame that kill you the worst. It's like, is this it? Right. Am I about to die? I don't know what's the next move. I feel, man, this gotta be it. Right. That's all your mind. You ain't even really thinking about how sick you wondering what the fuck is this? Am I about to die?
That's it.
That's it.
And nothing else was really mattering. That's why it took me a minute to come back to the radio station, because I was so mentally fucked up. I just looked at things from a different perspective.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And to where now, like I said, I gotta use when I had to sit down to push me forward. Can't be comfortable. I gotta go out and get it. I gotta live life. Like, nigga, do what you gonna do. Have fun, ride this rodeo. At any moment, that shit can come to a complete halt. And you can't have no regrets at that point. You know what I'm saying?
I don't like to dwell. I don't like regretting. I like to keep moving, because I'm not trying to sit in those spaces. I done been brushed with dirt too many times, bro. I'm not trying to keep on.
Right. I want down at the dirt, not up at the dirt.
Yeah, you feel me? I'm finna live, man. Shit.
Yes, sir.
Until it's time to go, we finna do something. I can sit on y'all ass. Like my old brother used to say, you go sit on the fat end of your pussy if you want. I'm finna make a move.
Yes, sir. Well, it's always a pleasure to have you in the building, and I'm definitely proud of the success that you've accumulated. And like 3-4 years from now, it might not be that long, because what you've done, because what it ain't even been, would it been about 6 months since you was last time?
Yeah, I'd say about 2022, January, we'll be rich. Let's be over with.
You already put it out there, you know what I'm saying? Right now, the numbers are moving more on the social platforms than ever. So, we're going to make it make sense. Featuring Hundo. Once again, y'all follow King Zaazi on all the social platforms. Give me your IG, man, so they can check out some of those hot video snippets.
At King Zaazi. It's KINGZAAZII 2021.
That's it.
Yeah, it is.
I'm over here checking out tonight. You put a few. You put about 3 or 4 of them. The snippets on out there. The weak shit out there.
Yeah, I put them out, and I put another one active featuring Brittany Renee. Shout out Brittany. That motherfucker a beast too. That it got so much theatricals in that. We got clowns and ice cream truck and everything in that bitch.
Now, what's the what was this one right here?
Oh, that was last night.
Oh, that was when you was in the Yo.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's me in the Yo with my nigga Iron Mike. Shout out to Iron Mike from SUC. We was up in Wonder Studio.
Oh, so y'all was in there cooking up last night.
Up the Zaazi anthem. It's going on the Mountain too.
Okay.
I'll get that back to you when we come back.
Okay, that's real. So y'all check it out, man. That's the one that last post he put up was the King Zaazi anthem. So y'all make sure to check it out. But once again, we finna take it back. Serve the streets this heat. Makes sense. Featuring the big homie Hundo. Man, y'all hearing it first right again on the Atlanta radio station with your boy P.Weezy.
Trill.
Alright, then I guess we come on in, you close out, get shout outs. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta make sense to me, man. I don't be just, I can just leave it. I can nigga chat and chill straight up. That's just me, you know what I'm saying? My nigga Hondo